Hello everyone, my name is Hannah and welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be my June TBR. So June is officially the first month of summer for me. I'll be on summer break. I won't have to go to work. It's gonna be awesome. I do have some plans in June. I have a wedding to go to and I'm going to see Taylor Swift and I'm really excited. But other than that, I should have a lot more free time on my hands, so I should be able to get a lot of good reading done. So without further ado, let's talk about all of the books that I want to read in June. First up, we're going to talk about a buddy read that I'll be doing in June that I'm really excited for, and that is The Martian by Andy Weir. I'm buddy reading this with Rachel over at Raven-Haired Reader. So basically, we decided to buddy read this because we both read Project Hail Mary. Rachel read it and loved it and recommended it to basically everyone, and I listened. So I picked it up and it's one of my favorite books of the year, one of my favorite books of all time. I really liked Andy Weir's writing, and so she said, do you want to buddy read The Martian? And I was like, obviously yes. So we will be reading this in June and I'm so excited. I have seen the movie for it, but I've heard that the book is a little bit different. So I'm excited to see what the differences are, and I'm excited for Andy Weir's writing again because I just really enjoy how he writes sci-fi. I'm not a big sci-fi person, but I just thought that the way that he wrote it was really accessible and really humorous, and so I'm very excited to get to this one. I think it'll be a good time. Another sort of buddy read, it's more like a book club pick, is The Disappearances of Draco Malfoy by Speechwriter. This is a Hermione fanfic, which you can read for free on AO3, Archive of Our Own. And this is Lachlan's Patreon book club pick for June. I have already started it. At the time that I'm filming this TBR, I'm about 8% in and I'm really loving it. It's basically a rewrite of the 7th book in the Harry Potter series, so where Draco is like helping on the hunt for the Horcruxes. So I'm really liking it so far. I love Draco, would die for him. It's also like Hermione endgame, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, if you join Lachlan's Patreon, I think it's the Draco tier or higher, she has a book club called I Didn't Know You Could Read, and that's her pick for June, so I already got a head start on it, but I'll be reading that in June. And then I'll probably try to read another Hermione fanfic in June. I'm not sure which one yet. Probably something maybe light and fluffy, maybe Apple Pies and Other Amends. I've heard good things about that one. I'm not sure which one yet, but I'll decide because I have a whole list of all the Hermione fanfics that I want to read. So I'm sure I'll read at least one other one besides The Disappearances of Draco Malfoy, but I'll decide that when I'm ready to start it. I'll also be starting my reread of the Harry Potter series. It's been years since I've read them and I'm really excited to go through and read them and annotate in them. I'm not going to annotate in my hardcover copies. I'm going to annotate in my paperback copies that I have, but I love this series and it's been years, like I said, since I've read them, and so I'm really excited to do my reread of them. Another reread that I'm very excited for is the Throne of Glass books. So I reread The Assassin's Blade in May and I'll be continuing on that reread in June. I'll be reading Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight, so the second and the third book, because the first book is The Assassin's Blade. You have to read that one first. I am doing a spoiler vlog and I'm going to be reading these two in June. Cannot wait. Reading this series feels like coming home, so I love them so much. I also have a few June releases that I will be picking up as soon as they get released. The first one is Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the, what is it called? Not Gold Rush Ranch. What is it called? Oh my god, I'm totally blanking on the name of the series. I can't think of it. Anyways, the first book is Flawless, and then Heartless, and then Powerless. This is Reckless. We met the main 2 characters in this in the first book. So Winter is the main character in this book, and that is Summer from the first book's stepsister? I think stepsister or half-sister. And then also Theo, who was a bull rider with the guy from the first book. So we've met them before and I'm just really excited for this one. It does have the like pregnancy trope in it, so we'll see about that. I don't hate that trope, but I'm also not like super thrilled about it, but I'm sure that I'll end up liking it because it is a reverse Grumpy Sunshine. So we've got Winter, who is kind of like the ice princess, and Theo, who is kind of like the golden retriever love interest, and so I really love that trope. So I'm sure that I will enjoy this one. I'm really excited for it. And then another June release that I am going to be picking up right away is Lore Olympus Volume 4 by Rachel Smythe. I just binged the first 3 volumes in May, and so I'm really excited to pick this one up. I know it's a webtoon and you can read them like online, but I really want the physical copies of it. So I've already pre-ordered this one when it comes out. I think it's like June 7th or something like that. So this is a Hades and Persephone retelling, and I love Hades and Persephone, and I really like the art in this. So I'm excited to get to this one. And a couple new releases that came out a little bit ago and I haven't gotten the chance to get to. The first one is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I read Every Summer After it last year and I really enjoyed it, and this is another kind of like second chance romance. I think it'll be a perfect summer read, so I'll probably bring this when I go to the lake. I'm excited for this one. And then also In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune, which I read and loved TJ Klune's 2 other most recent releases, The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under the Whispering Door. And so I'm really excited for this one. I keep saying I'm really excited, but I am. I think it's a Pinocchio retelling, but I think that there's some stunning found family vibes in this one, and I just really like TJ Klune's writing, so I'm very excited to get to this one. I'll probably pick up the audiobook and follow along with this as well. I also want to finally get to Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. This is the second book in the Bright Falls series, I think it is. So the first book is Delilah Green Doesn't Care, and I really loved that one. And so this is following Astrid, who is Delilah's half-sister, stepsister. I can't remember which one it is, but I really liked Astrid in Delilah Green Doesn't Care, and I liked, you know, the character growth we got from her in that book. And so I'm excited for her romance in this one, and I just really like how Ashley Herring Blake writes romance. So this is sapphic. It's going to be a good time. Can't wait to get to it. And then I have a few fantasy romances that I want to try to get to. So first one up is Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iriu. I meant to get to this one in May, but I just ran out of time. So I've heard really good things about this one. I haven't heard like a ton about it, but it seems like it'll be really good. I've seen some really cute annotations and quotes from it. It says, in a world ruled by the stars, cruel and merciless gods that watch over the world, Alara has been cursed by fate. A prophecy that promises she will fall for a star and it will kill them both. So that sounds great. It's got like heavy zodiac sign influences, if you can't tell from the zodiac wheel. And I think the second book is already out. It may be only 2 books, I'm not sure, but I really want to try to get to this one because I didn't get to it in May. The next fantasy romance I have is The Curse of Ophelia by Nicole Platania. This is another one where I saw someone's annotations of it and like quotes from it, and I was like, ooh, I need to try that. So I want to try this one out. It says it is the first in a new adult fantasy romance series full of heart-wrenching love, shattering betrayals, and fighting for what you believe in. Fans of Throne of Glass, From Blood and Ash, and the Bridge Kingdom will love it. So I want to give it a try. I think it's going to be really good. It's obviously a Ophelia retelling, so there'll be some Greek mythology influences. So maybe after I read Lore Olympus, I'll pick this one up. And then the last book on this TBR is The Witch Collector by... Dang, I cannot remember the author's name. I'll pop up a picture. It's like that blue one. I've been meaning to get to this book for well over a year now. I've heard such great things about it and people constantly recommend it to me, and I think now is finally the time to get to it. I do know also Rachel is reading this one in June, so maybe I can convince her to do a buddy read with me. Hopefully we both love it, but yeah, I am really excited for this one. Again, I keep saying I'm really excited, but truly I am. I've been meaning to get to this one for such a long time, so hopefully I end up loving it. I hope it's going to be a good reading month. I've got a lot of books that I am, as I said, really excited for, and hopefully I can read all of these and then some because I'll have so much more free time on my hands. Yeah, I hope it's just a really good reading month for me. So let me know down in the comments down below what books you are picking up in June, if you've read any of these or if you're going to read any of these. Let me know all of that down in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. And if you want more bookish content from me, you can follow me on Goodreads and Instagram. I have them linked down below. And thank you again so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.